got knives. Where's Aaron? Where's Aaron?
You get me? What?
Hey, Shalom, Akim. It's your brother Ratazat Allah from GMS London Camp. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakach Hadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great most on blessings to the hopeful and sincere elect. And the Bakwai Kodash, that's the holy elect, Baha Ratazat, in and around the formings of the earth. Greetings. Now, as of late, if you ain't heard already, breaking news, man, the UK is on fire. Literally, the United Kingdom, all different cities and states are literally on fire right now. There's a lot of sedition going on, a lot of uprisings, civil unrest, race riots breaking out over the different counties in the UK. I just played a little still of a few clips, and there's plenty more that's been uploaded on the internet of different peoples all over the social media, man. Just countless videos of people just going buck wild, and turning on each other, basically going from civilized to uncivilized real quick, all because of the tensions brewing between the nations, between mainly Esau, the Edomite, so-called white people, so-called Arabs, which represents Ishmael, and Elam is mixed up in that as well. So you can call them Arabs because the word Arab means mixed. So it's a joint effort of Ishmael and Elam in there, and then you got there including Jake now. There's videos of Jake getting involved in the melee that's going on, and this is just basically going to push forward for what? Race riots, more sedition, civil war, civil unrest, and it's not going down. It's not being pacified by the news or anyone at the moment. It's basically being intensified for the past week. It's been going on since Monday, and it's been only been intensifying. So, I just did this video just to say, like, because we definitely got to be more vigilant in these last days when we're moving around the cities and all of that, because these people are basically in that spirit of pandemonium. When you look at that word pandemonium, it means basically to be being under the essence or the spirit of all demons, man. All demons are being activated, basically. When you go into the word pan, it means all, and demon or demon basically means demon. So all demons are activated in the time of pandemonium, man. And this is what Esau wants, the so-called white man, the wicked elite. They want this because this is part of the Order Abkeo scenario for them to push forth a new world order, to set up them smart city grids and lock down the people like harder than ever before, with much more enforcement, because now police are being attacked and their vans and vehicles are being burnt. They're burning down mosques and so on and so forth. It's really getting volatile out here in the UK, man. And this is going to be the beginning, of the sedition amongst men, and then it's going to spring over there in the Americas, probably by the time of the elections, in the mid-November or whatever, November the 5th. It even goes back to Guy Fawkes Day, which is basically a day of high treason against the king. Tried to assassinate the king. So it's basically that spirit of that element of war and sedition is building up all around the four winds of the earth, man. There's other places on the earth, Venezuela, Nigeria, all kinds of riots and seditions breaking out. But the mother of America is Great Britain. came out of Great Britain, was birthed and gained their independence from Great Britain. So America is going to be the final curtain call for all this sedition and all this hell that's going to break loose around the four winds of the earth, man. And then, in turn, hence Jacob's trouble, hence the hour of temptation when Esau comes down with the C-hip technology and makes everything mandatory. Abaratazar 2024 is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, as Apostle Elder Tahar crowned it through the Holy Spirit, man, the Rakah Kodash. And it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen this year. Is that things have already been spicy enough, but now we're coming to halfway through, just over halfway through the year, mid-July and all that. And before the end of this year, who knows, man? Who knows what's going to be happening? In September, they said they're going to try and roll out a UK rollout for digital IDs as well. So this is all leading into that mark of the beast, draconian, tyrannic, totalitarian rulership of Esau Edom upon the peoples, man. Because he looks at the people as goyim, calls them serfs, and he's basically doing all these social experiment on the people, through the witchcraft media, to entice them to get involved in all these race riot scenarios and uprisings, so he can come down with the order through the chaos, man. Order abkeo. So this is definitely a time to be more circumspect, man. And we're just sitting back watching this shit unravel, man, through the Holy Spirit, man, because the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, testimony of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy, and his word doesn't return unto him void, man. So everything that the Lord said was going to happen regarding prophecies and all these uprisings and all of that, leading to, Jacob's trouble, ultimately World War III, it's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. And it's going to happen in this generation. So, yeah, those quick clips, I just tried to put a little quick clip together of different videos, man. There's too many to name, too many to, put up there. So, brothers will see them anyway. But I'm just going to go straight to the scriptures, man, because it's definitely seditious times. And Esau's going to come down upon the tribes. In the midst of all these race riots and all of that, Esau's going to come down with the martial law troops, man. Because, his police forces are being defunded, and they're basically acting like they ain't got they're weak and they can't deal with the situations at hand. It's too, there's too much going on at the same time, and they're finding it hard to deal with. So, Esau's coming out with them legislations, and then he's also going to come with them martial law troops, man. Especially in the hour of temptation, man. This is Jeremiah 30:7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And who's the he that's going to be saved out of it? The elect. And this is mainly going to be taking place in America, but it's also going to spring forth in different parts of the earth, because, the Lord said there's going to be seditious times and, uprisings of the people all around the four winds of the earth. These are part of the signs of the Lord's second coming, man, that he warned us about, So we're definitely in that time. Jacob's trouble could be this year, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And it looks like it because America's falling apart. They're already ready to go into that civil war type spirit, red state v blue states and all this, Dems v the republics and all this madness. They're already in that spirit of sedition and, separation and all that. Going from civilized to uncivilized. They just need that nudge, and another extra nudge, another push in the direction, and it's over. It's over. The economy is about to, tank and collapse. The American dollar's not as powerful as it once was, so America's on its way out, man. America's not going to be healed. Babylon shall not be healed. And it's talking about Babylon the Great, which is America. So everything is going in the way Yahweh Hashem Yahushai intended it to, fulfilling his word, his will. This is Isaiah 19:2, and it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, says the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, putting the spirit on these people to be seditious and to turn upon each other, man. To go against each other. Cause all this melee, man, all this chaos that's going on. It's the Lord that's putting the spirit on these people to, go buck wild, because he's bringing his kingdom to an end. Because people are walking in pride against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, against his word, against his prophets. So the Lord is destroying this empire, man, the great insurrection, from the inside out, basically. And says, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And that's exactly what you're going to be seeing unfolding. That's just happening right now in the UK. And Abu Ratazai intensifies even more and more because people are just getting, innocent people are being attacked because of their race, their religion, their colour and all of that. They're attacking Jakes in the middle of the street, and you already know once they start attacking Jake, you know, Jake's going to start going buck wild, man. Forget BLM, man. That was child's play, man. These times that's coming on the earth, Jake's really going to get buck wild, man. Micah 5:7 tells you they're going to be like young lion amongst the sheep. And if you go through and tear through, you know, so, you know, and basically all the sheep represent the other nations, man. They're going to be like child's play, you know, once Jake starts getting involved with these, you know, seditious times, man, because they've been attacking the Arabs, and Edomites been attacking each other, and they've been attacking different groups, right-wing groups, and all this madness and all that, whatever's going on, you know. But they're also trying to attack Jake, you know, and you know, as I said, man, all you need to do is push Jake and give Jake a nudge in the right direction, man, and you know, rouse them up, and you know, and the Lord will put that spirit on them to go buck wild, man. You know, it's happened in times past. It's gonna happen again, and the 2/3 are basically gonna be put to use in these last days, and they're gonna die in some carnal manner, you know, whether by the sword or famine or, you know, any you know, type of, you know, devastation the Lord sees so fit. But it's gonna get that way. It's gonna get violent out here, man, in these streets, especially when there's gonna be a lack of resources, man. Because that's another you know, dilemma that's gonna spring up: the lack of resources, food and bread, electricity getting cut off, gas getting cut off, and then you got all these tensions brewing between the races. It's only gonna, you know, it's a recipe for disaster, basically. So it's beautiful, you know. Yapa Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, because this place is on its way out, man. You know, Luke 21 and in verse 9 it says, "But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions," and that's what you're seeing right now over here in the UK, a lot of commotions going on. Even in America, there's a lot of commotions. It says, "Be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass." Yeah, so the Lord said these things have to come to pass, but said the end is not yet. It's not by and by. Why? Because there's still other prophecies that need to be made, you know, manifest, basically. A major one is the MOT to the B. This world is not going to come to a full stop and end until the MOT to the B is made mandatory, man. And then that's when, you know, all hell is really going to start breaking loose. And, you know, World War III is literally going to be around the corner, you know, because that's going to be the final curtain call of this whole society, man. The nuclear missiles. Things to come. Look at the heading. The heading says things to come. So we're in the time. That's why we always have to hasten the day, and we're always talking about these main prophecies, man, because these are things to come into pass as we speak, right now, as we speak, man. The Lord said that the prophecies are not going to tarry anymore. They're not tarrying, man. These things are happening right as we speak, man, in living color. So we have to be on point, man. You have to be in the spirit, you know, and focused on the prophecies at hand, man. You know, these are the main topics we're supposed to be speaking about, especially the MOT to the B. This is Luke 21:10. It says, "Then said he unto them," this is Yahweh Shai speaking, "Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." So this is what the Lord said is going to happen. One of the signs of his coming, things to come. You know? So this is what we got to be looking for, man. You know, and then it tells you, verse 11, "The great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, fearful sights and great signs shall be there from heaven." You know? So this is the time of all these major prophecies coming to pass, man. It's nearly, you know, credits. The credits are going to start rolling on this place very soon, man. We're coming to that time, the climax of the movie, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's movie, man. And I always read this precept because Esau, these wicked elite, are the ones conspiring all this behind the scenes, rousing up the people to make them go crazy and turn on each other, so he can come down with the order through the chaos, man. That's why he's making sure the police don't retaliate and act defenseless and so on and so forth, like they can't do their job, so he can militarize them, man. Give them more credence to, you know, basically have license to kill, to shoot on sight. And even in Trump's manifesto, part of his manifesto for this year, when he said he gets back into office, any rioters, basically he's giving more freedom to the police to take down rioters. And you already know what that's going to entail. That's going to entail, you know, the martial law type tactics, man. That's going to ensure shooting on sight. firing squad, so on and so forth. And then they're going to bring in the beheadings and so on and so forth, capital punishment. That's what he's going to give more police, more militarized legal rights to take people down by lethal force if they have to. That's what Esau wants, man. And especially in the time of Jacob's trouble, when he's trying to enforce, the MOT to the B, which is the RFIDC hip system, man. That's why he said he's going to be like a madman, sparing none, coming down with great wrath. So it's going to get very bloody in these last days, man. It's going to get very, very uncivilized, man. And very lawless. This is Ezekiel 21:9. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. Yeah. Sword is a killing instrument, man. And that's the blessing that the so-called white man has been given on the left-hand side through the spiritual demon Satan, man. That's his blessing. And he's using that to the best of his ability. It says it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It says it is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It says it contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. So all that spirit of mirth, then partying and go lucky, party and bullshit type spirit, when all hell's breaking loose around you, you shouldn't be in that spirit of ignorance, man, because you're going to be more than likely get yourself caught out there. A lot of bystanders, there's going to be a lot of casualties of war. A lot of those videos that are popping up are people just aimlessly walking about their business, carrying on their day, so to speak, and then getting caught up in some riotous type behavior, man. They're getting attacked. They're getting pulled out of their cars and getting beaten half to death, so on and so forth. The shit's getting set on fire right in front of them. People are getting, chefed up, as they call it, with the little machete swords and so on and so forth. People getting attacked mercilessly, man. And the UK has never been that bad before, like on this level, but now it's spreading so far and wide. Everyone's reacting. Everyone wants blood. Everyone's getting excited by it as well. Usually people will be screaming for, something to be done, and can we stop this and all this, type pacify the behavior. But really, people have been pushed into a corner. People are getting fed up with society. The pain of multiple bills, and you're not being able to survive and feed their families. Cost of living and all these mad taxes and inflated prices and stuff like that. People are getting fed up. Especially up there in different parts of North England and all of that. Those are the more deprived areas of the UK. So they've been waiting to, vent, so to speak. And Esau's giving them an excuse now. It says, and he have given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. It says, this sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. And Esau is the ultimate slayer on the earth, through Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah on the left-hand side. The Lord's using him as a whooping stick on our nations, man. He used them on us, and he's going to use them again in the time of the Jacob's trouble, the 2/3. They're going to get slaughtered out here by Esau Edom, man. It says, cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people, it shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people, smite therefore upon thy thigh. So it's gonna get intense out here, man. And this is all conspired by the wicked elite. Psalm 64:2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. It says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows and shoot their arrows even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, which is who? The children of Israel. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. So this is what these devils have been doing, man. They're trying to, get rid of Jake. And the Lord's going to let them, basically mess up 2/3, because they're the rebellious seed, the rejects of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the nation of Israel. And the Lord's not going to deliver all Israel. He's only coming to deliver the elect. So the rest that are blinded, they're going to be caught up in all these, these things that's going on the earth. All these wars and commotions and so on and so forth. And the Lord's not going to deliver them, man. So Esau's going to get his, his time of, his wrath on Jake. That perpetual hatred. He's going to exercise that right on Jake in these last days. But he's not going to be able to put his hands on the elect. It says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune laying snares privily. Yeah, they made this situation happen, man. Whether that was a psyop event or, or actual event that happened, a false flag with the three little piglets that got taken out by so-called South African or Rwandan and all that. Whether that was a real event or fake, Esau has used that to to rouse up the peoples, man. You know, to rouse up these Edomites, to make them go rebellious against the government, man. You know, and that's Esau. That's what Esau does. Because it's in his power. It's in his power of his hands to do so, man. You know, they commune and lay in snares privily. They say, "Who shall see them?" Because they want their new world order, and it's by any means necessary, man. They don't care how many people get taken out. You know, they want their new world order, man, by any means. So they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Yes, yeah, Esau likes to do these social experiments, man, on the people, man, to see how they react. You know, and this is another social experiment that they're running right now. And it seems to be going to their plan. You know, that purge type spirit, the purge season's on. It's on and popping right now, man. People in that spirit of purging, you know, against the government and against civilians as well. And then Esau gonna come down on everyone, man. This is both inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. Yeah, so Esau likes to experiment on the people. Social experiments and all of that. This is what this devil does, man. He knows how to rouse up the people, to manipulate people, especially through that witchcraft media, man. You know, the social media and all of that, the algorithms. He knows how to make people basically enticed to do certain things. He knows about manipulating people's behaviors. You know, some MK Ultra type shit, man. You know, but this is 2 Ezra 15 and 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." Yeah, the modern day sword is the gun. That's in America. Over here in the UK, they like to use a lot of knives. That's why there's a lot of knife crime going on, like increasing in the UK as of late, especially now with all these race rights situations going on. So these people are, you know, they're in that spirit, man. That seditious spirit. Verse 16, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes." Yeah, you got a whole bunch of Edomites running to these, looking for immigrants at their residences at these different hotels and trying to break into the hotels and all of that, man. You know, to try and get them out of there, because there's a big immigration problem over here in the UK, just like there's a big immigration problem over there in the US. And, you know, Trump's already said, yeah, we need to be able to manage these people, these immigrants, and how they're going to try and manage them by giving them digital IDs, which is what? The charagma, you know, the digital all, you know, the RFID so you can track and trace everyone's whereabouts, man. All these citizens, man, rich or poor, free or bond, as the scripture says. It says, "And their course of their actions shall stand in their power." Yes, they're going to be, it's going to get very lawless out here. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, Jacob's trouble. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Yep. "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." So that's the spirit of the earth right now, for time of great tribulation. And America's definitely going to go into that, you know, Abaratazar this year, when the end of this election situation going on. You know, whoever makes it into office, whether it's Kamala, the Elamite, you know, or it's Trump, you know, either way, it's all going to lead into one direction, man. Is the fall of the American American Empire. The second leg of the Roman Empire is about to fall, just like ancient Rome did, man. You know, and it's going to be taken out ultimately by nuclear fire. So anyway, we're going to keep our eyes on the situation with all these different attacks and skirmishes going on. And, you know, as the spiritual weatherman, we're going to keep reporting on this and see how, you know, what happens next. You know, we already know what the process will be ultimately, but we're going to see how Esau, you know, the government reacts and how they crack down on all this crime and riotous behavior. And ultimately, you know, it's going to lead into that Jacob's trouble, man. Esau's got the, you know, the shit on plan. He's got the, you know, he's got it all planned out, put it that way. You know, he's got all this shit planned out, man. They do a diligent search. So anyway, with that, I'm going to close out. Give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, and Shalom to the hopeful and sincere elect. Shalom.